Hey, what's up? We're back with some more Eternal Towers of Hell. Sort of. I am in, Practice Lobby of Hell. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, Practice Lobby of Hell, because I wanted to do something a little different in this video, and I wanted to check out a certain difficulty of towers. Specifically, soul crushing. This is just a whole, freaking, category of towers that are really hard. You know, we got insane, extreme, terrifying, and then catastrophic, the hardest stuff ever. We're going to be taking a look at an insane tower, because I'm not skilled enough for these, at least for full practice runs. And yeah, I'm going to go over, I think it was over here. There we go, I found it, yay. But we're going to be doing a practice run of Tower of Difficulty chart. As this is kind of like the tower I want to do as my first soul crushing tower whenever I get to that point. And I just kind of want to see, I just want to show off what a soul crushing tower is like. That, and also I just want to do something different, you know? But yeah, this one's a little bit interesting because it's like a difficulty chart obby. Starts off really easy, but then gets harder and harder as it goes on. So we're starting off with an easy floor that I've already. It's fine, it's been a minute. But yeah, it starts off with easy difficulty and then ramps up more and more. I think the hardest the difficulty gets is extreme or terrifying. Either it might be hardest it gets is extreme difficulty, so technically the hardest gameplay in the level is harder than the intended difficulty kind of deal, but you know, it's fine. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking of going for this as my first soul crushing, as really a lot of the gameplay. The first half is pretty easy overall compared to the rest of the tower, so that, and also there's some funny little. There we go. There's also some shortcuts and whatnot that make the first couple floors a lot easier and shorter, which would make grinding this a little bit easier, because then I can get to the hard stuff faster. But yeah, I think another thing is up here. There we go. And already skipping. And already skipping all of the normal floor. But yeah, now we got hard difficulty, gameplay. You kind of see where this is going. It's gonna go all the way up to difficult, challenging, intense, and then so on and so forth. And I think there's another thing here. There we go. Whoop, almost messed up that shortcut, but yeah. And yeah, you might be, it's so far it doesn't seem too bad, but it gets harder. And it gets to a point where it's I'm not quite able to do a lot of the jumps and whatnot, at least not consistently at all, so, but you know. Whip. But yeah, that's why I got Practice Lobby, because I can no clip. I can do this. And it's great. But yeah, so far, pretty simple. Whip, as long as you take your time. I'm being circled. What is this crap about? What's up, person? But yeah, it's next up we got the challenging floor, so that's all fine. Oh, goodness. And jumps a little, little tight, but it's not that bad. But yeah, it's slowly starting to ramp up a little bit. Gameplay's getting a little bit harder. It's manageable so far, obviously. Pretty manageable. Except for this wraparound for some reason. I can't do it. I don't know why. There we go. And now we got a really thin, tightrope. There we go. Whoop, whoop. Alright, I think this is also a bit of a skip. There we go. There we go. And now, we're at the intense floor, almost halfway through already. It's so simple, right? But yeah, we also have a whole safety net here, so when I do get to this point, I don't have to worry about, falling to the beginning and wasting my time with stuff. I want to say here, there's a little skip you can do. I think there's a little skip you can do that makes this a little bit easier. Please, don't die. I can also just heal. Okay, there is. I mean, there is a strat for it. I just don't. I'm just bad at it. So whatever. But yeah, it's from here it just starts getting a little bit harder. There's definitely a lot of kill bricks and stuff, which is fun. But so far, I mean, So it's not too bad. You just gotta watch your health a little bit. I mean, you know, it's really once it gets like the remorseless difficulty stuff where it starts to actually get kind of like hard. Because like this isn't too bad. This one, it takes a sec, but it's not too bad. Let's see. Corner flip. Yes. Glitches. Gotta love it. And corner flip again. Wink. Yay. Alright. We're almost done with this floor. Just gotta do... Whoop. Do that. Half stud. Always fun. Boom. And remorseless. Yay. Now it actually gets kind of hard and fun. And this is where this is probably going to take forever. So first things first. New mechanic. For me at least. On YouTube. Dance clipping. You do slash E dance 2. You dance, shift jump. Yeah. If you, I'll do it again. It's basically just slash E dance 2. You press shift and jump and just move to the right. Sounds weird, but it works. It's not too hard. There we go. Oh frick. Probably wrap that. Or what did I hate my wrist. Doing like a crazy flick, and the next thing there's like I just do that, like dog. Yeah, there we go. It doesn't have to be a crazy wrap, just a small wrap. There we go. Let me go in first person, do that. Alright, just time it. Boom, boom, boom. The kill breaks here are collidable. Case in point. Alright, just jump on there. Go here. Do that. I mean, honestly, Remorseless 1 isn't even like the worst thing ever either. I mean, I've done some like practice mode like runs of this tower, at least up to Remorseless a couple times. I used to struggle on it, but like I've gotten better, and it's not as bad. I say as I fall pretty massively there. That would have just been like, oh, that would have been awful in an actual run, you know. Anyways, funny ramp shenanigans. Do that. Frick. Go up. Frick. Whoop. Don't no clip there. What am I doing? But as you see, I'm not quite itching to get this done right away. This is gonna take time. I'm not just gonna jump to this from freaking like Tower of Perilous Antipode from an intense tower. Jumping from a hard difficulty to an intense difficulty was already a little bit ridiculous as is. I shouldn't have done it. Here though, I'm like, yeah, I don't know, that's pushing it. But yeah, it's definitely getting a little bit tighter. This part I don't quite get. I think you're supposed to just like... I want to say... Ooh, I'm flying. Since like, there's a thing up here that prevents you from jumping, you're supposed to go at it like a wrap where you don't jump. So I think I've seen that a couple times. But I also think there's probably a way where you can not have to worry about that. Where am I going? Hold on. There we go. You do it like that. I'm not sure if that's like the intended way. I know it's definitely the intended way for this. There we go. So yeah, it's a little wonky, but it works. You know, I got it. There we go. That shouldn't have been so bad, but you know, this part's weird. Like this one I need to figure out how to do consistently, because I think it's just... You gotta like quickly like wrap around here and then jump onto the truss. I think you just have to, you can make it easier by doing some like more consistent with some funky things with like turning off shift lock. Let me see if I can like pull it off here. Oop, nope, that's how you do it. There we go, like that. Yeah, a little hard. Gotta figure that one out. That one's like a really weird jump, but it works. And now we're on insane difficulty. No way. Hey, I hope you're all enjoying the video. Do you mind if I be a sellout for a second? If you guys really enjoying the video, I got donations, and please donate, like, setup. You send gifts or whatever. I think that, you know, if you want to. You know, that'd be really cool. You don't have to, obviously, but, like, you know, it would be pretty, pretty neat. Anyways, that's my sellout moment. Hope you guys are actually, like, genuinely, if you're enjoying the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know? Yeah. Back to the video. You know what that means? Conveyors. Because this floor is full of conveyors. It is... I think like this floor is technically like 2 parts. One part is insane, the other is extreme, and... Or like it's based off, like, yeah. But yeah, this is like a lot of conveyors. Basically just, you gotta constantly jump a lot. It's, you know, I can't really see this being like the worst thing ever after a bit of practice. And getting good at rapping. I cannot rap right now. Do that. Do that. Walk off the ledge. But yeah, from here, it's just like, it's starting to get like pretty tough for me, considering I'm not the greatest with this kind of stuff yet. But like, it's also kind of one of those things where if I gave it enough time, I definitely could, like, I could see myself doing pretty good at this. Given some time. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, nothing is fully impossible. I mean, it gets pretty hard in the last, like, 2 floors, so... But, like, this is doable. Like, this conveyor stuff, it's hard, but, like, if I practiced it enough, I don't think it would be the worst thing ever. Do that, there we go. Got another stud, like, wrap thing that I'm not the greatest at today. A lot of kill bricks just there, and missing the platform. I hope y'all enjoy my pain and suffering as I fumble about in this freaking thing. But you know what? If I don't practice, I won't get any better. You know, do that, and now we're on the other side of things. And I messed up the conveyors. Woo! But I think this is like, yeah, it's basically like a double, like, 2 sides. It's like one part is insane, one's extreme. Because technically there's like 11 difficulties, so you gotta like condense like 2 difficulties in one just so it can stay on 10 floors. Alright. Now this jump is weird. I say as I just did that first try. I want to go first person. Whoop. I think this is like just a lot of like... Well, actually, could I like just... Could I just do like a truss flick around that? Maybe. I could do that. That might be easier. Then, like, because I think what I was trying to do was just go in, like, first person. Well, I mean, I suppose that would probably be easier, but, like, eh. And then, yeah, do that. I remember this jump right here. Ooh, careful now. This jump, I could not figure out for the life of me. I had to, like, get a guide on this because I had no freaking clue. What you're supposed to do is, like, you move your camera so it's close to you like this, and you're supposed to, in like rapid succession, press space shift W. Which I failed at just then, obviously, but I think it's one of those things where you're not supposed to be too high up because then you'll bonk your head, but you still want to make sure you can reach. There we go. But yeah, you don't want to bonk your head on the corner here, but like, yeah, you just have to quickly space shift W forward. Make sure you don't hold space, just press space so you don't jump off. And yeah, that jump took me like a couple minutes to figure out. I had to get a guide for that, and even then I struggled because I'm like, what the crap do I do? And then without bonking my head or falling off, just flick here, bada boom, and then owie owie ow. Hold on, I think I wasn't supposed to. Was I supposed to jump? I think it was. Oh, supposed to like. I think I'm supposed to, yeah, do that, not fall into the kill bricks. There we go. Bit of a hard jump, but it's not too bad. And then from here, just jump up. And then this, yes, okay, this one. I need to figure out how to, like, set this, like, because you're supposed to, like, yeah, you're supposed to do that. And then I think it's just the same thing as before, where... Do that. Okay, cool. Yay, I figured that out, actually. I know what I'm doing. Whoop. Somewhat, at least. You can see, I'm figuring this out. I know, like, some of the stuff to do for this. I just need to, like, you know, just, like, get good at it enough to where I don't consistently fall off every time I attempt it in, like, an actual run. Which, that will take a moment. Again, this is not happening, like, anytime soon. At least I would assume so. Who knows, maybe I'll get a crazy skill boost and, like, destroy and completely obliterate the competition by just being freaking awesome, but I don't place your bets on that one. Yeah, I think it was like, yeah, it was jump there, go under here, climb up here. At first I thought this was like a crazy wraparound you had to do, but no, you can't even wrap around this, so I don't know what I was thinking, but you know, it's fine. Go over here, do that, you know? This is a wrap. It's a relatively simple wrap, but it's still a wrap. Alright. Go up here. And now, holy crap, guys. We're on the terrifying floor. But I think the gameplay here is still, like, extreme. Like, low mid-extreme, I think? And I think this is the hardest floor, at least according to most people who have beaten this. So, yeah. It's like, I don't actually have to do, like, catastrophic gameplay at the end of this, which, good. That would be miserable. And probably not, like, bottom insane difficulty, because that is what, like, this is, basically. Can I just do the... No. Oh, wow, you... But it can't fall at all at this point. If you do your back down to, like, intense, and it's like, ugh. That's another reason this will take forever, because, like, it's a grind. Yeah, there you go. But, you know, if I ever get to the point where I do, like, soul crushing, I do genuinely think this is going to be, like, my first one. Because it, you know, I think I would mainly go for this just because overall, yeah, like, a lot of the gameplay would be, like, harder than, like, what would be intended. But it would be shorter. Which could be enough of a reason to just kind of go for it. Because really, you get good enough. It's basically a steeple difficulty chart. The first, like, couple floors are, like, either short or not hard enough to really be, like, too big of a deal. It's like, Intense can be, like, a bit of a drag. Like, it's not even that bad of a drag, honestly. It's like, because Intense isn't really that bad. And the previous 4 floors, by comparison, are pretty, like, easy. And then you get netted at Intense. So, like, it's just, like, 6 floors where you're it's like 6 floors you're in safety netted. Or, not, you know what I mean. Where do I go from here? What is the direction I go? Oh, no, wait, I see. There's, like, trusses down there. Get your fat butt on the thing, please. Oh, is this not... Oh no, I got disoriented a little bit. I think I just assumed, like, I think the way, like, yeah, the studs were, like, aligned, I totally thought you had to jump down here on, like, a truss. I should have realized you're at the beginning there, so that's not how it goes. Where the crap do I go? I don't remember where to go. Was there a thing over... Oh, there was a thing over this way. I'm freaking stupid, guys. I was stuck on that for nothing, because you're supposed to go down here. Freaking L. This is why Practice Lobby of Hell is nice. For stuff like this. Because now you know where to... Because then when you're on an actual run, you'll know where to go, and you're not just blindly guessing, trying to figure out where to freaking go. It's funny, I've done a practice run of this tower already, technically. It's like, I should remember this, but it's also been a while. I can't do this rep. There we go, I did the rep. No, I fell, but I'm gonna go here anyways, because I still did it. There we go. Oh yeah, this, like, wraparound is, like, crazy stuff. Yeah, I think it's just one of those things where you gotta go nice, gotta go a little bit late, then you jump. There we go. What? And this one you're supposed to, like... No, please. Get over there. There we go. Like the conveyor's gonna fling you, and I gotta be ready for that. Like so. Whoop. There we go. And then this is like a freaking... This is also another, like, mechanic I haven't, like, done in anything yet. It's like a lodge, I believe it's called. But I think the whole thing is... Shift lock, you jump in, you do that. Okay, it's not quite this. Okay, you see I'm not getting enough air on that. But I think what is supposed to happen... And... Oh, nope. Do I even need to do any sort of fancy shift lock? Can I just... Oh, pfft, that's all I had to do. Lol. I didn't need to do any sort of fancy, like, turning off shift lock. It's just as simple as... Wee hee 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 hee. So you just gotta be quick about just... lining yourself up horizontally, jump in. You saw what I did. Yeah. And just hope you don't get screwed over, I guess. There's probably a way to do that consistently. Yep, I'm even learning, like, you learn a bunch of things by doing, like, stuff like this as well, which is great. Because, you know, like, this is where I learned, okay, some stuff will require you to do space shift W. You know? Stuff like, oh, like I just did with the freaking, like, ledge walk thing. There we go. There we go. There we go, doing that. Uh-huh. Go up here. Okay, I remember, okay, this part I think also took forever, because I had no idea what to do here. Like, low-key, I kind of forgot, I don't remember what to do here. Like, cause yeah, I don't think it's, you can't really quite, like, flick off of this, I think? Right? Yeah, no, not really. I'm now in, there we go. Get on the corner. It's like, you gotta go on the corner a little bit. Whoop. If it'll let you. Okay, where's the... I need the guide. I need the guide, because I'm, like, forgetting how to do this part. Adamir, please, save me. Okay, I think I see what... Okay. So I think it's just, you go over... Okay, so I was on the right track with the corner, just... Go there. And then flick. I think it's like a... It is a flick jump. Aha, I did it. I did it. Yes. I did the thing. Okay, I'm going to do that. And I think it's just another simple, like... I think that one's just another, like, space shift W thing. There we go. And this one's weird, because then you gotta do... Nope. It's the... It's a strat I think I tried to, like, show where it's like... Yeah, something like that. I try to show that strat off before and, like, stuff, but, like, you know, I'm not great at it, obviously. I think that's, like, a lot of the funky stuff for this floor, mainly. The rest is, like, relatively, like... In concept, it's simple. Because, like, this is just a rap. But I am struggling to do this rap. Where am I going? I can do this rap, I swear. I just need to get good. I've already been going for almost 40 minutes. I'm going for a little bit longer than I thought I would, but oh well. There we go. That wasn't that bad. I'm just dumb. I don't know, my rap game hasn't been the greatest today, but you know, it's okay. We all have our off days. I don't know, my wrist has been a little, like, weird, like... Sometimes I have, like, days where my wrist will just get really, like, jittery. Like, my hand will just get really jittery at points when trying to do, like, stuff suddenly. It makes doing, like, flicks a little annoying at times, because then you just, like, you're trying to flick, and the next thing you know, it's like, oh, well, you know, I just freaking, like, didn't flick. I just spammed the camera a bunch, and I'm dead. It's annoying, but, you know, it happens. I think this one is as simple as just... Relative, it sounds like I think it's just as simple as you do that. Get on here, whoop, and then since you're gonna be like hitting the ceiling here, well, I think what's the thing? There we go. I think it's that. There we go. And then flick up. Another wrap around that is simple. I just suck. There we go. And, oop, almost there. There we go. And we're on the last floor. Catastrophic difficulty. Yay! Missed the first jump. Epic. I think this one is a little weird, because I think it's just... that. Nope. Wow, I'm spinning. That was interesting. Okay, I think this one I can just align myself here. do that. There we go. Alignment keys, they're nice. And now we're on catastrophic, which is, I think, easier than the previous floor, which is really funny. Overall, though. There's still some, like, hard stuff, go figure, but, you know. But, like, I think a lot of the floors is kind of, like, wraparound stuff, so. Go here. Dog, I can do these wraparounds. I know I'm, like, not the greatest player, but I can do that. It's not that bad. There we go. Where do we go from here? There we go. And then from there, I go... Where do I go? I go there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, those... Right, those, like fall. So you gotta do that wrap really fast. You basically gotta, like... It's kind of weird. It's kind of funky. Especially when you miss that jump. Especially when you miss the freaking, like, other, like, stud. But yeah. I'm still debating on doing this as like I still gotta be like a remorseless at least. And even then, I should probably like beat a couple. First, I should beat more intense towers, because like, really, I've only done like baseline intense. You know, it's still a cool jump and all, but like, it's not like a really hard intense tower. It's not like I'm like doing like high tier. Like, I still gotta work my way up a bit. It works. Okay, these, like, tight ropes are stupid. Why are they so thin? Like, see what I'm, like, no. They're too thin. I get that the point, but also, I'm not a big fan of tight ropes in general, so, like, so far, my experience with tight ropes is just not my favorite. No. There we go. I hate tight ropes. Anyways, this part is like... Ow. You gotta be careful, because then you go here, and you still get flicked off. I gotta be a little bit better. Like, this part isn't that bad, I'm just stupid. There we go. See, that's not bad. Now, this one's weird, because this one's funky. It's like a head hitter with a flick. I'm like, what do you expect me to do about that? I see. I'm flying out of the tower, okay. But yeah, I suppose you're expected to make your way up here somehow. I forgot how to do it. I'm gonna be so for real. Alright, you know what? I need the guide. Where is it? Oh no, it's meant to be a normal, like, flick. It's just a head hitter. On top of that, which, like, what is, like, you know? It's a head hitter with a flick. And I'm like, dog, what do you want from me? I mean, I'm not surprised, but, like, what? Shocker, the soul-crushing tower's hard. In other news, grass green. I'm like, I keep bashing my head against the wall, though. Or, I keep hitting my head, though. Maybe, like, flicks like this? Without shift lock? I don't think I can. Is the problem? Because, like, I need shift lock for that? Wait, how did he do it? How did Adamir do it? The singular jump might be the reason I don't do this. How do you do this part? How do you do this? I don't freaking remember. Well, I was like, it's more like I know, it's more just I don't know how to freaking do it. Like, what is the... Oh, wait, I did something. I almost did it. Wait. Is it potentially easier to, like, flick that way? Oh, frick, I almost did it. Hold on. Chat, wait. Am I not, like... I'm not washed? I mean, I've always been kind of washed, but, you know, I'm not washed, but I am washed. But you know what? Because that took way too long. But I did it. Finally. Freaking whatever. Goofy freaking jump. Goofy freaking thing. But whatever. Some goofy crap with, like, slants. Slanted stuff. Like, hello? I think it's just, yeah, you just do that. Okay, this part, I think, is just... Yeah, do a little bit of climbing here. There's, like, some finicky stuff. I think the whole, like, goal is to get, like, up here. And then fling yourself, like, jump up there. Wait, let me think about this. Let me use my brain, something I don't do very often in this game. If I were to just jump up on here, like so, and I just wait a sec, can I just do this? I can't. Not sure how useful that would be. But you know what? It's fine. And then, nope. Nope. You move back there. Oh, almost. Wait, I'm cooking something here. I know what I know what I'm doing. There we go. See? Like that. Frick. Alright, and oh, I think this jump is like weird. Not this jump. This is like simple compared to the other stuff. It's just do that. Whip. I'm almost at the end. I've been going for almost an hour. This is not happening anytime soon. Ugh. Do that. And then... oh, this is a thing. I'm like so close to the end, dog. Please. I almost had it. I had to complain. I think this is just like another like one of those like just trust flick type things. There we go, like so. Do that. And then yeah, it's right there. And then you have this scary tightrope at the very end. That is terrifying. And then you just do that and you beat the tower, and it only took me like a little less than an hour to get up here with practice mode, but you know, needless to say, yeah, this ain't happening anytime soon, but like it could be one day. It would be kind of cool to go for this and beat this. I might also check out some other like insane towers around this difficulty, because I think this is like bottom insane. I know there's stuff like Tower of Double Trouble, Tower of Thinning Layers that I think are around the same difficulty, or at least they're pretty common, like, first Insanes, I believe. I could also do Thanos Tower as well, but I don't really want to do that. But I think with that, though, I am going to go ahead and leave this off here. This is just a funny thing I thought would be funny. Just wanted to go through a soul-crushing tower, see what that would be like. And yeah, it's pretty rough. I'm like, I could probably do it eventually, it just would take forever, but hey, one day. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, bye-bye.